Are you tired of your brain opting for the path of least resistance, evading the tough tasks that stand between you and your dreams? Have you ever wondered if there's a secret to hacking the code to trick your brain into tackling those hard tasks head on? Well, you're about to embark on a fascinating journey of understanding and transformation. In a world where success and growth often involve stepping out of your comfort zone and facing challenging tasks, we often find our own brains acting as barriers. What if we could trick our brain into not just accepting but actually enjoying hard tasks? This video will explore the techniques and strategies that can help us transform our brain into our most potent ally, helping us accomplish difficult tasks, overcome challenges, and ascend toward success and fulfillment. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Number 10, understanding the comfort zone syndrome. Understanding the comfort zone syndrome is a key step in tricking your brain into doing hard things. This phenomenon is rooted in our evolutionary past when survival depended on avoiding risks and maintaining safety. Our brains are inherently wired to seek the familiar and comfortable and resist the unfamiliar and difficult. This mechanism, while protective, often holds us back from growth, limiting us within our comfort zones. However, in today's era of relentless innovation and growth, such a mindset can be counterproductive. The hard tasks often lie outside our comfort zone and our brains tend to recoil from them. Hence, recognizing this biological tendency, understanding its roots, and accepting that this is a normal reaction can help us gently push past our comfort zone and tackle more challenging tasks. Embracing discomfort is the first step towards personal and professional development. Number 9, making use of the Zeigarnik effect. The Zeigarnik effect, named after psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik, is a phenomenon where the human brain tends to remember incomplete or interrupted tasks better than those it has completed. The premise is that incomplete tasks create a sense of tension or discomfort, which can only be relieved by completing the task. This principle can be instrumental in tricking your brain into doing hard things. By merely starting a task and leaving it incomplete, you can ignite an urge within your brain to finish what's been initiated. This urge stems from our innate desire for closure and completion. So the next time you're dreading a difficult task, just make a start, no matter how small. Number 8, the power of starting small, also known as the Kaizen approach, which means change for the better in Japanese. It suggests that continuous small improvements often lead to significant changes over time. When faced with a substantial task, our brains often overestimate the effort required, triggering a desire to retreat. By dividing a daunting task into smaller, more manageable subtasks, we reduce the perceived difficulty and psychological resistance. This principle helps in overcoming procrastination, as getting started is often the hardest part. Once we start and gain momentum, our brains are wired to seek completion, leading us to follow through. Thus, the power of starting small is a potent tool for overcoming mental obstacles and tricking our brains into doing hard things. Number 7, utilizing the power of habit. Our brains naturally gravitate toward routines due to the predictable and less demanding nature of habitual actions. To harness the power, you can structure hard tasks within a habit loop, which consists of 3 elements: the cue or trigger, the routine, the behavior itself, and the reward, the benefit gained from the behavior. Start by associating a consistent cue with your hard task. Perform the task and then reward yourself for completing it. Over time, this loop will condition your brain to anticipate the reward, reducing mental resistance towards the task. For instance, if your challenge is regular exercise, the cue could be laying out your workout clothes. The routine is the workout itself, and the reward might be a refreshing post-workout smoothie. Number 6, leveraging the reward system. This tactic banks on the biological function of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with the pleasure and reward centers of our brain. Each time we accomplish a challenging task, rewarding ourselves stimulates the release of dopamine, creating a sensation of pleasure and satisfaction. Designing a personal reward system can be an effective tool to incentivize progress. This doesn't necessarily mean lavish treats. Simple rewards like a short break, a favorite snack, or a few minutes of leisure time can serve as powerful motivators. It's vital to remember that the reward should immediately follow the completion of the task. Number 5, picturing the end result. result. This strategy taps into the concept of visualization, a widely recognized psychological tool. When we visualize the positive outcomes or rewards of completing a difficult task, we create a positive association in our brain. The more vivid and detailed this mental image, the stronger our motivation becomes to see the task through to completion. For instance, if you're trying to finish a demanding project, imagine the sense of accomplishment and relief you'll feel once it's completed. Or if you're trying to lose weight, envision yourself healthier, fitter, and happier. This mental rehearsal is not merely fantasizing, it creates a neural pathway that helps condition the brain to achieve the desired goal. Number 4, dealing with fear of failure. This fear, deeply ingrained in our psyche, often serves as a deterrent to undertaking challenging tasks. To mitigate this, it is crucial to reframe our perception of failure. Instead of viewing failure as a debilitating endpoint, it should be seen as a stepping stone to growth, a valuable lesson in our journey of learning and evolving, a transformation from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. A concept introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck plays a crucial role in this regard. In a growth mindset, we understand that abilities and intelligence can be developed over time. Failure isn't a reflection of our worth, but an opportunity to learn and improve. Number 3, practicing mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful tool to help trick your brain into tackling difficult tasks. It involves consciously focusing your attention on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. When faced with a challenging task, it's common for the brain to become overwhelmed, potentially triggering anxiety or stress. However, mindfulness can help manage these emotions by anchoring your focus to the present. For instance, if you have a complex project to complete, instead of worrying about the entire project, mindfulness encourages you to focus on the task at hand, perhaps the first step of the project. This shift in perspective reduces the perception of the task's difficulty and makes the beginning less daunting. Number 2, getting adequate rest. Rest and recovery are often underestimated components when it comes to productivity and tackling challenging tasks. When we sleep, our brain processes information from the day, repairs cellular damage, and rejuvenates itself. A lack of sleep or poor quality sleep can lead to diminished cognitive abilities, including reduced focus, decision-making skills, and memory recall. On the other hand, sufficient rest primes your brain for optimal functioning. It enhances creativity, problem-solving skills, and our capacity to learn and remember new information. It's not only about the quantity but also the quality of rest. Establish a regular sleep schedule, create a restful environment, and consider practices like meditation or reading to aid better sleep. Number 1, implementing the Pomodoro technique. This time management tool capitalizes on the brain's ability to focus optimally for a certain period before it needs a break. It involves breaking your work into manageable chunks, typically 25 minutes long, known as Pomodoros. During each Pomodoro, you commit to focusing solely on the task at hand, ignoring all distractions. After each Pomodoro, you take a 5-minute break, which allows your brain to relax and recharge. After every 4th Pomodoro, you grant yourself a longer break, typically 15 to 20 minutes. This pattern of structured work and rest periods reduces mental fatigue, keeps your brain fresh, and encourages productivity. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.